Hello and welcome, great people of the world out there. It's the 100th episode of the Holy Hour podcast, the bi-weekly podcast that has been around for 100 episodes. We are coming to you live from TGI Fridays at Spotsylvania Mall here in Virginia. I hope everyone out there is doing great. The audience is looking awesome.
TGI
Oh,
Fridays.
hey, there's some ladies and some gentlemen. How you doing, guys? All right. Well, you guys have...
I'm drinking purple shooters.
Oh, purple shooters.
Yeah, man. I'm just drinking weird TGI Fridays
You
drinks.
can feel the energy and the excitement in the air tonight. The good people of Spotsylvania Mall have been kind enough to let us take over this stage normally used for fashion shows for teen models. But tonight we are here and we are blowing it out with nothing
And
but
all by ourselves because
love
no
for
one
the
gives
cure.
a fuck.
Oh, we got the crowd. Don't you diminish these good people. Let's hear from the crowd. Let's hear it. Yeah. All right. See, they love you, Donald. They love you.
Man, they can hear him all the way over at Sabari.
They can. They can. Down in the food court.
The world's best pizza.
Down by the sukiyaki chicken.
The Panda Express.
Panda Express. All right.
Okay.
Catering by Panda Express. But we are so happy to have this special occasion here. I couldn't do it alone, that's for sure. So I have to introduce this wonderful team of holy hourers. I've got Chaz over here,
How's it
flown
going?
all the way down from PA. Welcome, Chaz.
Keep those wings coming.
What's up, Chaz?
Yeah. We
I'll get the next round of loaded tater skins.
Yeah. Yeah, they're being super kind to us here. They're hooking us up with all half-price apps. And
Only till 10 though.
only till
shit,
10,
it's
so we gotta
past
talk
10.
fast and we gotta move fast. And of course, it wouldn't be the Holy Hour podcast from episode 1. You might know him as the bad boy of podcasting. We might know him as the guy that is about to do the ultimate death-defying bong hit. Goth meets shoegaze meets death metal of bong hits. Donald. There he is. What do you got for us? Oh. Oh my. This may be the last time we hear from Donald.
Sheesh.
Whoa. Oh my God.
It's still going.
Oh my God. A week for... And that's it. Donald is officially done for the night. We do not endorse anything Donald says from this moment on in the podcast, as you know. Feel good?
I'm looking down on like you guys from like an alternate plane
Awesome.
right, of existence right now, man.
Well, cool, man. We'll stick around for the show. We've got an amazing set for you guys. You might be wondering, well, what's the big deal? What's going on? How did you get Legates to close early just for this? And we got something pretty amazing. We got a lot of 100 themed discussion topics, such as the 100th favorite song, 100th released song by The Cure, 100 plus hours of talking about The Cure. We got remember when Slicing Eyeballs Up Eyeballs did that whole list of Cure songs? We're gonna talk about their 100th song. Even we're gonna talk about 100 Years song that hasn't been talked about since the last time we talked about it on the pornography episode. We've got all kinds of crazy shit going on. We got Matthew Hartley. He's on his way here. He's going to be here, the man himself. He got stuck in a little Route 3 traffic, so we'll see what happens. But Matthew's on the way, and I got something to disclose to these guys. I haven't been telling them, but we might have discovered something that I've been saving for a very special occasion, such as tonight.
Oh shit.
And It is the voicemail tape box of answer machines of the Holy Hour hotline that we set up in episode 1 that
Wow.
we forgot about. And we don't
Dude,
know
I
what's
totally
on
forgot
there.
about that. I totally forgot.
Yeah,
about
remember episode 1? We were like, wouldn't it be awesome if we had a hotline? And we threw it
that.
out
No
there.
one called in.
Nobody
no
called.
one ever called in, man. That shit's empty, dude.
Well, the thing is, I think somebody did. We got some messages, and I haven't heard them yet. So I thought this would be a great time to share them with you guys, and we can all listen to them together for the first time. So we got some messages.
Dang.
We're going to be randomly asking Donald some questions from the internet and elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just so many questions were flooded in on Instagram in particular, where everybody
What's
just
the internet?
they just wanted to pick the brain of the bad boy, and they're like, can we just anything to get a little closer of what is going on in that old noggin of Donald? So we got a few questions. We're just gonna casually sprinkle them out there when there's a little intermission or gap in topic. So we thought maybe we'll just throw them your way, Donald, if you're willing. And then I think we'll wrap
And
it all up.
callers, the lines are hopping and hot, so call in.
Yeah, be calling
ask,
for.
ask the bad boy anything.
We'll listen to those 100 more episodes from tonight. So so we'll see
right,
what
we're
happens.
not live.
Yeah.
Forgot.
and we're gonna wrap it all up with the ultimate conspiracy math equation that I think I may have discovered, but I don't want to disclose anything just yet. But,
Oh, shit.
So yeah, you might want to save that ultimate bong hit for the end there, Donald.
I'm breaking out my abacus, man.
All right. So before we get rolling, you guys ready to kick this party off?
Yeah.
All right. I
do
got
it.
my tux on still from the Hall of Fame episode. I've actually never taken it off, and
You were wearing it before.
it's just who I am now. I'm one of those dudes where this will make me that eccentric dude that walks around town. Oh, he always wears a tux. It's so wacky.
And he's always just like, I did 100 things.
Yeah.
I did 100 things.
Like, here he goes again.
You hear me on the holy hour?
100 episodes.
See my tux?
I never said there were 100 good episodes of the Holy Hour, but there's 100 of them now, and we got.
And we're probably wrong. There's probably not 100.
There's 100, but some of
I'm
them.
just saying.
That's the beauty in it. It's like some of them were under an hour long, and some of them were way over an hour long. So I think that still balances out. But
Okay.
yeah, so.
I trust you. I trust both of you.
Cool. Yeah, well, thanks for joining us,
do this.
guys, and
feel safe.
let's get this party started, as they say. If you guys want to clean your hands off, though, you got so much like glue juice all over. Yeah. Can we get some moist towelettes over here? Maybe real quick, kind of off topic. We do
My
want
mic
to
is sticky.
announce and throw out there that as of now, and we're recording this in mid-February, but Chaz and I are scheduled to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame show in Brooklyn. So we wanted to make sure Donald did not partake in this. We keep the bad boy on a short leash.
Lame.
We didn't want to get kicked out.
Yeah, we can't.
We would have
Can't
lasted
be
about 10
responsible
minutes.
for what would happen if Donald was on a balcony in a Barclays arena. Anything would have been possible.
Right.
But yeah, thanks on the air officially, Chaz, for hooking up those tickets,
Oh.
man. That's pretty rad. I think it'll be cool if it actually happens. I feel bad that I'm the Debbie Downer that still doubts. Every time you're like, hey, it's happening, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Do we really know? Like,
I mean, at very least, Lowell will be there.
yeah, Lowell's going to be there representing. They did fight since the last episode where we talked about trying to get everybody on. It sounded like that was the argument, and they got everybody except Andy, Matthew, who we'll talk to about when he shows up and how he feels about this, and Phil Thornley. So I think that's all right. Actually, Andy's the only weird one because he played on the full album. But I mean, Matthew, you don't really know what he played, to be honest. And even Phil Thornley, he didn't really play on the top. He just toured with them. But he did play on Love Cats and Speak My Language, I'm assuming. So I mean, just a couple of songs. So that makes sense. But same time, why not just throw them all in there? But it seems like they're happy. If they made that argument, that means they would probably show up and play because they're happy that the rock and roll people compromised with them. But maybe not. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I think it'll be great.
They were fighting to get Reeves on there, and that eventually happened. So.
And that's also cool because it's like if you do the math of like, well, what the fuck? Andy played on the whole album. Phil Thornley, like.
But Andy was only there for a year.
Yeah, but I mean, Reeves, as of now, only played on Wrong Number. So, but but that's encouraging for this new album that's coming out. He's a current member and is probably playing on this album that should hopefully definitely come out. So there you go. That's worthy, right? And just because he's a badass, I guess it makes sense that it's like, well, he's got to be in there. I don't know. I hope it all works out because it would be great, if nothing else, just to hang out with Chaz up there and see Janet Jackson. So that would be awesome. So we'll make some fun. But yeah, I guess as a public throw out to other Cure nuts out there. So try to track us down if we're there. It would be cool to try to meet up with as many people as possible before, maybe slightly after the show.
And all you guys can make some fun.
Yeah. We will
great to make some fun.
Try to report back as best as possible. So that'll be some good field recordings of
we're gonna record the whole car ride and
it's gonna be like a 20-volume thing where we could
share in a hotel room. like a twin. Share like a double bed.
Turned into like some Ken Burns fucking thing.
Planes, trains, and automobiles shit.
It's like they only played like 3 songs, but we documented a week's worth of shit before. But should be cool. But maybe we should move on to 100 themed questions and topics. You guys down with that?
Absolutely.
Sure, dude.
All right. Are we ready for a Donald question right off the top? Or
sure, that's fine. Donald, are you doing? This isn't a question. Are you doing 100 bong rips today?
I thought about it, but no.
Come on.
But I am about 89 beers in.
Oh, nice.
99 bottles. And he's going to sing them all for you now. There he goes. Well,
good question.
Cool.
I like it. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
All
That's
right,
easy.
Here we go.
We can do that.
So like we said, 100th episode, which technically means 100 hours of Cure talking. So like we said, it's probably way more than that if I added up every hour because it's
easy.
Yeah, especially the later ones here. We've been on some rambling lately where everything's closer to an hour and a half. But we had a few early on ones that were like barely 30 minutes, But at least 100 hours, which if you translate into days is at least 4 consecutive days. We could play every episode. If one were like laid out, they could listen to us talk for 4 days straight, no break.
And we're going to double that right now.
Yeah. Totally.
I feel bad for anyone that attempts that.
I don't think anyone would, but hopefully they wouldn't. But it's possible, and just knowing that it's out there for someone that is broken every bone in their body and just wants that to be the way that they die, they can listen to us for 4 days straight. But I'm proud of that. Most people told us that we wouldn't get past 15 episodes, and I remember that being the running joke of like, come on, man, fucking Cure podcast. How long could you make that last? And everyone's like, okay, well,
100 episodes.
Yeah, 100 episodes. We haven't even got to 413 Dream yet. So there you go. There's at least 101 episodes.
I did see a poll in People with Comas magazine that
Favorite
were the
podcast?
100th favorite podcast of people in comas.
There you go.
So fun fact for you.
I'll take it, man. I'm not above that. Right.
And I'm gonna take my 100th bong hit.
Okay.
This one's gonna be big.
Okay, here we go.
This will be crazy.
Is this another Goliath one, or?
Absolutely.
All right. Go big or go home on the 100th episode. Oh, man. I hope he stretched before this. Woo. it's minty. I smell it.
Yeah.
It's a minty one this time. Did you get like
I'm getting a little contact high here.
Yeah. Oh. I didn't know you could do this in a mall.
And we're done. Woo-hoo-hoo. Jeez. All right, I'm back. What happened? Are you guys okay?
Yeah, I'm great. I feel real high now.
Whoa.
So. All right. Well,
I can't believe they just let me do bong rips at TGI Fridays, man. That's crazy.
I don't care.
Brad's a good dude, man.
That place is awesome.
That's fucking dope, man.
It's not even Friday.
Bar and grill, man.
Yeah. All right, moving on. 100th released song by The Cure. Did you guys investigate this?
Nope.
Because I did.
I thought about it, and then I'm like, somebody else will handle it. I was like, Donald will get it.
That's a lot.
You guys are like,
Hey, Donald's got it.
Gavin seemed fairly confident that he had narrowed this down. So, what?
Like, I already knew you know. Like, why would I do the work?
And I'm not somebody else. I would love to do their version of the math problem, but here's how I calculated it. I took every album and counted them. So I just took it as like track numbers, and then I counted singles such as like the Japanese Whispers singles and even the B-sides of whatever on that. I didn't count regular B-sides, so I just did like Charlotte Sometimes single and other released songs. So I got, if you count just official albums and Japanese Whispers, basically, Untitled was the 100th song, the last song on Disintegration. So pretty epic.
That's a good song to be 100th.
Whoa.
Yeah. Because I thought
that is pretty fucking epic.
I thought it was Homesick, and then I realized I forgot Charlotte Sometimes. I was like, oh yeah, shit. So that was a single. So that took it to Untitled, 100th released Cure song.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. And that's a very fitting wrap up 100 songs with that. So it's a good closer.
Perfect.
So
it's kind of beautiful.
Bam. Yeah.
Now, did you count? Did you go back and count it with all the B-sides in?
No. We'll save that for
I was hoping
Donald
would do that, but
yeah.
Well, actually, all the B-sides.
Yeah.
We have to go back to Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, and it would.
Yeah.
Are we talking about imports? Or
yeah, no. I was like, you threw
how
everything
are we doing this
off.
math?
Come on, guys, this is serious.
Damn it. So I'm sure there's some technicalities that would fuck that up, but
I'm sure we'll hear about it.
Yeah, somebody. Luckily, they haven't made it this far in the episode. But
maybe our 100th fan will be like, "Fuck you
guys."
Yeah,
true. We should have found the
we got to get to that
100th
point.
person to like.
Yeah, I know we have to get to the 100th fan.
We're still at like 38.
We actually have to have.
Have we hit the 100th download yet for the 100th episode?
No, because they're still recording it. But when we do, we will include that person's name in the credits. It's gonna be awesome.
No, I'm actually in the future right now. That last bong hit I had, and the jalapeno poppers I just fucking housed, man. I'm in the future right now, and it's good. It's good.
Well, fear not. I got an equally perplexing equation that I came up with for my 100th favorite Cure song. And I don't know if you guys tried to pick one or narrow it down, but my 100th favorite Cure song. And the process of finding this out was done by basically looking at each album and typing out which song I really love off each album. And I went all the way through all 13 albums. Then I went through the B-sides, and I just kept typing them out. And then I'd go back once I hit the end of the albums. I was like, well, I really like that song, and I didn't mention it the first time. And if you just do 2 columns on a photo, Word document,
behind the scenes are intense. Like, wait, what do you do? How do you have the time for this?
And
God,
surprisingly, you get to the 100th song, and it's kind of and I guess it gives it context to tell my 100th favorite song. I think I have to land on. It was a tie between Torture from Kiss Me and Underneath the Stars, and I think we're going to talk a lot about Underneath the Stars coming up soon, so I went with Torture being my 100th favorite. But it beat out Dressing Up, Happy the Man, Wrong Number. But then a whole load were before that.
God
100.
damn, Wrong Number is in the... Ooh.
Yeah, that would probably be in the hundreds for me. But there's a lot of great songs in that 100.
They have so many.
But you would think that
How many
there's...
songs do they have?
well, according to that Slicing Up Eyeballs thing, it was at like 225 or like officially released songs.
Sheesh.
But I don't even know. Yeah, I guess that's pretty accurate to this point. I don't know if they counted I think they did count B-sides to 413 Dream and stuff. So about 225 officially released, not counting all those crazy floating around on YouTube unreleased outtakes or whatever, But yeah, even if you look at the list that I typed out, I mean, it was all the obvious big singles and stuff, then a few that were just kind of weirdo ones from, Join the Dots that I like a lot, and maybe End of the World.
Did you stop at 100, or did you finish out the...
I stopped at 100, and then I stopped at 100, and then I kind of was like, oh yeah, I didn't say Dressing Up and Happy the Man and stuff, so they would be 104, 103, something like that. So Torture, I like it, but I'm not crazy about it, What do you guys, did you pick one randomly, or do you think, is there any way you would calculate your 100th favorite Cure song?
I'm with Chaz. I started to think about it for a second. I was just yeah, that's a lot, man. That's a lot.
I took the Slicing Up Eyeballs list because it was just right in front of me, and
yeah, that's a good way to do it.
And went through it and was basically dissecting that deserves to be in the top 100, and that's bullshit and that kind of, So I went through it, and I pretty much settled on Snow and Summer.
Okay.
So
cool.
I think that's...
Whoa, 100?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I had that way higher.
I would have had that way higher.
I thought
That's
it
just
was
one of my,
there's so many... God,
that drum beat's so good, dude.
songs.
You can't fuck with that drum beat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I just...
But even just looking at this kind of list, like you're saying, there's so many songs that it was I was
Before
still
that,
arguing.
oh no, that's so dope. Yeah.
Like any other band, it would be so obvious that I don't care about any of these songs after 100, But if this was a set list, I'd be bam, bam, this is awesome.
Yeah.
They literally could play 100 fucking songs in a live show, and I would love every one of these, That's and even past the 100, if they were playing Tortured stuff, I'd be hell yeah. But
Torture's dope.
But Snow and Summer, that makes sense. I have a feeling that my love, and probably Donald too, for that song is a little more exceptional than most people. Probably don't really love it. We just kind of latched onto it early on for some reason. Did you come with anything close, Donald, for your 100th? What would be the realm, kind of based on our selections too? Which tier of Cure love?
I don't know, man. It was too overwhelming for me. I tried to think about it.
Pull it out of your ass. Come on.
There's so many things up there already. I'll have to dig around before I pull something out. Because Gavin said, there's so many songs. Because I would start to think about it. And I was thinking, well, what's the 100th song?
Yeah.
And it was somewhere around Kiss Me or something, right?
No,
I don't know.
Just released.
I have no idea.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I have no idea.
If you just took them as in order, you'd be up to Disintegration, I guess, just based on the way that they released them, I guess. But
if you add in all those B-sides, you're probably closer to Kiss Me.
Yeah.
So if not,
and
before,
I love the fucking B-sides. I love a lot of the B-sides. Are some of my favorite stuff. It's just too much. I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
if you seriously consider, 17 Seconds, Faith, Pornography, Head on the Door, every one of those songs would probably be in the top 100.
In the top. Yeah, that was kind of easy because they are short albums, and I'm all those are in the top 100.
Yeah.
I left the song Pornography out, but other than that,
absolutely.
You take a handful off of Three Imaginary Boys, or even Boys Don't Cry, and then you take a bunch off of Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, and then a couple off of the top. You're almost close to 100 there. So if you add in all the B-sides too, it's of songs that would be in the top 100. So it's really, really hard. to.
I mean, it's hard to
Yeah.
gauge because I'll hear a record or a song and like that's my absolute favorite,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll ride that for a while, and then I'll hear another song of the Cures or whatever, and I'm like, this is my favorite song. Like it changes.
Yeah.
Like it's fluid for me. Like I don't like ranking.
Yeah, it's
things
all
that
silly. At the same time.
It is
Cool. Well,
because it's.
Do we have a final answer or no?
Yeah, man.
yeah, you gonna just pick one?
No, it's my final answer.
It's just
I'm
not
the
committing.
bad
huh?
boy is fluid.
They're all my 100th favorite. Huh?
Like I'm just so zazzed on these epic bong rips and like these
I'm only in this for the bong hits.
like I'm getting like 5 apps for $5 right now. Like I got some I got some short ribs coming, I think,
All
next.
right.
Like, my mixer's covered in wing sauce, some BBQ,
Yeah,
little
man,
ranch,
Like,
fucking.
I'll roll you out of
Donald's
here.
knee deep in ranch right now. He's got that shit all over his beard.
I'm just chomping.
Yeah,
I'm just chomping on
what he
stuff. and it's like, hold on, I gotta talk to the waitress.
We'll get another order.
Hey,
of these?
can I get some blue cheese for my wing sliders, please?
Drizzled in marinara sauce. Get a hot, juicy steak covered in cocoa chocolate. But,
That waitress is so tripped out right
She's
now.
like,
She
"Whoa."
doesn't even know.
please. More napkins, too. Thank you.
Do you think they have bloomin' onions
Well-
here, or is that somewhere?
They have a knockoff one. That's the Outback, but here
We went to the wrong place, guys.
it's the booming onion.
like-
Yeah, when we,
That's the Outback.
when we go to Australia for our world tour, we'll go to the Outback and order from there.
Those Fosters are so big.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Heavy.
Woo.
But so yes, Chaz had mentioned Slicing Up Eyeballs, this website, and they do a lot of cool polls and stuff. And May 22nd, 2017, that's when they did this infamous that everyone's still talking about. The 225 ranking of every Cure song that was released. And we've mentioned it in the past, but the reason for bringing it up is like, well, what was their 100th
Gavin,
choice? So I guess you saw it.
Gavin,
Huh.
dude,
Yes.
can we do a Let's Ask Donald question?
Okay, before we reveal the 100th song chosen by Slicing Up Eyeballs, Donald question. Here's a quick one. And a lot of these are based on people want to know because stuff got edited out of episodes and stuff.
Uh-oh.
And it's been a little unclear when you listen back from the listener's perspective of how many Cure shows has Donald gone to and does he remember them? And having been to every Cure show you've been to, I know the answer to this, so we thought it would be fun to see if Donald can remember how many and which Cure shows you have been to.
Fucking 100.
100?
I think maybe like 7. I have no fucking idea.
You're close. You're close. It's a real close number. Can you recall them off the top of your head? Just think of the albums. First one we went to was for what?
The fans want to know.
I think there's
Yeah.
some Wish.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first one.
Yeah. What was it?
Yeah, then like the Curioso.
Mm-hmm. Think stadiums.
God, and then there was like one of the. Then there was one of like the weird records, like I know one of the later crappy ones after Wish. What was after Wish?
Wild
Mood
Mood
Swings.
Swings. We went.
Yeah, I feel like we saw him around there.
Yeah.
Like one of those records.
And we saw him at that same venue when we saw Sugar Ray and all those
Yeah.
other great acts for the
I
Christmas
remember
jam.
Sugar Ray.
You remember Sugar Ray, but not the kid.
Yeah, Sugar Ray's dope.
And then at Merriweather Pavilion, we saw not only Curiosa one, But it was an awesome show, the Blood Flowers one, remember? And it was straight after we had played a show. We went there. And then Charlotte. So how many's that? 6. 6 shows, ladies and gentlemen. All right, cool.
I literally haven't even been counting as you were talking.
Yeah. He still doesn't know. How many shows, Don?
I don't want to know.
Like, I constantly deal with
like,
the...
I don't want to know, man. That's like, it's a burden. Facts are burdens.
It's more memories of the actual shows. All right. Well, maybe should we do another question or move on? I don't want to make you feel bad, but
Donnie, you want another question?
Yeah.
a funner question.
I don't care. Go.
No, it's defensive. No. This is exactly what he did.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be defensive, but yeah.
All right. I'll give you a question. So the
waitress just walked over and then walked away like it was an awkward moment.
Ask away.
Okay. What do you got, Chaz?
So I originally started listening to the podcast because of, the reason I started talking to Gavin was because of the Wish episode, where you shit all over Wish.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember goofing on
What
Wish.
the fuck's your problem, man?
Here's a question. What the fuck's wrong with you?
It's a dope record. Like, I like it, but nothing's fucking perfect, man.
Besides Wendy Time, that album's fucking perfect.
Yeah, I think we got to redo it, and we all agreed Wendy Time wasn't great. But I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fine record, and it's very nostalgic, and
I see that.
like it means a lot to me, and I
I see
love
you're
it
backing away from your
sometimes.
original
But
stance
it's
because
like-
I was gonna break a beer bottle and stab you with it, but
That's all right. You can stab me with a beer bottle, dude.
Luckily, they only have plastic beer bottles here at TJ.
I'm gonna
I
bonk
know.
your head with it.
Those wide mouth plastic bottles of Miller Lite. Just keep clubbing him with it.
Your main issue on the album was From the Edge of a Deep Green Sea.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I used to love that song. Like when I was a kid, when I was a child.
When you were a kid, what did that? How
Only
Like-
children love.
were you like
such a
five?
song.
I don't know.
5, just riding.
I'm
riding
just
your trike
saying,
around?
like. I mean, I was like in high school or some shit when that came out. Like, I liked it then, but then I heard other stuff,
And it's still good.
and it just changed my It's fine. I like it now. Like, I don't love it like I used to. I don't hate it. I guess sometimes I get a little dramatic on podcasts.
Get all riled up.
Not you.
I get all riled up. The bad boy comes out. How about that? Are you okay with that, Chaz?
Yeah.
Are you not going to assault me in public? Are we cool, dude?
Yeah, I
Are
guess
we
we're cool.
Chaz?
Yeah, we're cool.
He's been saving that up just for this moment to get close to you. So, fucking shanky right here on the legged stage in front of TG.
Now that I see you, I can't. I just can't.
Just
Well, let's truck along then. I think we'll come back. We'll give you a little breather here, Don. You collect yourself.
please.
You
know.
narrowly escaped death.
I don't know if
there.
I can handle any more questions, but bring them.
You got a minute to relax. So the 100th episode, don't need to dwell on. Their choice was Last Day of Summer, which seems about right. It was tied with Wrong Number too, but I had Last Day of Summer a lot higher on my nerd list. But
Yeah, I mean, there's if you go through it, there's
yeah,
under 100. There's so many songs that
Yeah.
like Halo's 109. Are you serious?
really, wow,
Like
that's that was way
that's-
higher. on
Yeah,
mine.
that would probably be my top 50.
Yeah, I had a few I
Like Halo's pretty tight. That's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started to scroll through it. Yeah, like anything after 100, I was just like, what? But I mean, that's kind of the whole point of those things, where everyone gets riled up by their favorite.
Well,
Is
I
it
think-
higher,
I think
It's like,
yeah.
what?
Well, I think you had a lot of people that voted on it that weren't into like B-sides or deep diving into
Yeah.
like a lot of the older albums, and
It's
like
a bunch of interns like
yeah, pretty much
Googling shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
When-
Snow and Summer was 134 on there.
Yeah,
So,
Wendy Time was 141, which should have been further down the list.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's whack.
Yeah. So, but like even the last, what's the last song on here?
Yeah.
Was
I think
Why Can't I Be Me?
Yeah, which is the
Which
worst song ever, probably.
Yeah.
I think.
So,
No,
it's
no,
not not that-
actually, Weedy
Yeah, I
Burton.
actually like that
Come
song.
on. How the hell could
Yeah.
it be worse than Weedy Burton was like 221. It's like you're even counting that as a song. I'd even take
I
every.
was just saying, like, how
413
much of
Dream
Three Imaginary Boys would be like at the
Bottom.
fucking.
It is pretty low. I
Yeah.
think a lot of the ones on there, but yeah, they're pretty fucking thorough. They're counting all those like 413 B-sides and
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah. And yeah, and a lot of
those are
people like Why
terrible.
Can't I Be Me? The fact that that's like that almost should have just been Weedy Burton to make a statement, you know? It's like like 'cause that wasn't like serious or anything. Like whatever the last song is gonna be, it should have just been like not a real song, you know? So,
And
but,
Gavin, I've actually been keeping a tally of every time you brought up the Weedy Burton.
yeah,
100th time.
yeah, 100 times,
Coincidence.
Congratulations.
Sweet. I knew I was close, but I wanted to get a few in there. That's the whole reason why I brought up that list. I was like, I bet I could get at least 6 Weedy Burtons in. So now I'm working my way
We're
towards
literally
200.
the only podcast on the planet
That I said the Weedy
that has
Burton.
mentioned
100
Weedy
times.
Burton. I could put money on that shit.
Totally. So real
God
quick,
damn it.
a good song that has to do with 100 years. I have a feeling we're all on board with this song. First track on Pornography. You guys on board with that one? You still like it?
Absolutely.
That song's dope.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, it's
It's,
great.
Just a really surprisingly, I guess with the loop in the first song that Lowell plays synth on live. I think maybe. So that was the first
That sounds
taste of it when
heavy.
you see old
Yeah.
live footage of that. That was kind of weird that they took it to that level early on. I was like, oh yeah. But yeah, it's pretty fucking
The
cool.
song
and
comes
it's,
in hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
That song's so good.
Yeah, when I think of Hard Cure, I think of this. Not,
Yeah, like thinking back because of
fucking
all that self-titled
self-titled.
stuff we did, yeah, it made me think of how like this is exactly what they should have been just trying to make a whole album of this, you know, and like
Yeah.
and it wasn't. I've always had some slight conspiracy theory that I've never been able to peg that this is related to the song Disintegration. There's some kind of crossover, but I've never really been able to. Do you guys feel that way? Where it's like just the same type of song for sure, but like I don't know. I feel like there might be some like real, if you really dissect it, some kind of like crossover in meaning or something. I don't know. You think I'm shooting in the dark too much with that?
No,
Like
Is
no.
it's in the same wheelhouse.
Yeah, I mean, it might just be same style, but the same thing. It seems like something's up with that, and the fact that they kind of link these albums together and such. But I don't know. But
I think it's
They're both big.
Yeah, I think they're both about the death of a relationship, right?
yeah, that was the other thing.
Yeah.
I was like, if lyrically you guys ever tried to pick this one apart, I mean, it's just so like dark and you know, I mean, it's hard to say what the fuck if he is intentionally even trying to make a point or if it is just like rambling cool words that sound together. But it's obviously about, you know, like some kind of demise of. I narrowed it down to like a centuries worth of like horrible things and like very anti-human behavior and stuff, you know, like because it is like where it goes into like the weird like soldier thing and stuff like that, and like just like weird, just how we kill and die and it doesn't matter, you know, like all of it is just like it doesn't fucking matter kind of heaviness, you know. But I don't know, it's hard to
I
really.
thought it was a record about day-to-day life, but no, it's
It
heavy.
is,
Like
it's
you
like-
were saying, like I can see the comparison between the two. It's both just very emotional.
Yeah.
stabby lyrics on Pornography, and like from a lyricist like Robert Smith, like
Yeah.
of course it has a meaning. Of course there's a point to it. Like
Because
You know,
it does
some-
seem like there's some kind of like actual narrative or story also,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like both of them are that way where like half of the lyrics kind of just sound like him venting, and then the other part it does like seem like it's referencing something, like even in 100 years, the part where like when I did that little covers thing I was doing, I was like kind of surprised because it's those words you know, but until you're like really looking at them and singing them to record them to make sure you're getting it right and stuff. Like the whole like, you know, stroking your hair as the Patriots are shot, fighting for freedom on the television, like all and like the death of her father pushing her. You know, it's like these like specific things, and I'm like, what little black haired girl, you know, kind of thing, where it's just like what is this exactly? Because it's not, and even like even my wife just kind of texted me out of the blue. She never likes to indulge me with these things so much, but she was just like, was he talking about like leave you with babies and screaming, you know, because it's such like a not like personal Robert thing at that point if he's talking about like babies out there and stuff, you know what I mean? And it's just like it's clearly like plugging into some, you know, going back to like the lit thing maybe or something, you know, or it's just like he's plugging himself into some like narrative or a story or something where it's just like, what the fuck is he getting on about exactly? But
I mean he does write lyrics where they're more personal, and then he does write lyrics where he takes them from like a book or a poem or something, so you never really know where that line is,
right?
Which is kind of cool, but at the same time, I like when it comes to Disintegration, I take that like as a really personal song from him, and they never had kids, but at the same time, we don't know their personal relationship. Like, we don't know if that ever came up in a conversation between them. Yeah. And you don't know the fights that they had or arguments. And I mean, they're just like every other couple. Yeah. You know, that shit happens, and it could have come out just in lyrics, you know? And I love that. Yeah. I love that song because it's so like personal.
Yeah. And it makes sense. Yeah. In the grand scheme of like the aging and the disintegration of everything, you know what I mean? And that could have been like the hypothetical that he's going through. Like this would happen if I'd end up leaving you with babies, and you know what I mean? He could go down a billion speculating paths. Anyway, great fucking song. What is there really to say? Let's go. Well, moving away, maybe this is the golden hour that we need to disclose what is in the answering machine that we've been holding on to for about 3 years now. What do you guys think?
I'm stoked,
man. We unlock this box.
I totally forgot we set this up like on the first episode, and we've never checked it.
Yeah,
until now, it's baffling. Like
Holy Hour hotline for anyone to call any hour of the day. 24 hours a day, right?
We did it. We set this up like 100 times ago.
Yeah. And I never checked it. And then I was like, oh, we need something for the 100th episode. Because to be honest, I don't think Matthew's going to make it. He's been texting me. And, I don't know. I think he was listening while he was driving. Maybe
Live?
that I was like talking about how he wasn't going to make it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I don't know. Maybe he's just in the mall somewhere and can't find us. But so maybe we should just let everybody know. Yeah,
I know.
Just follow the smell of pizza.
Yeah, maybe he'll show up. We'll see. I don't want to count him out, but
is that pepperoni?
Seems pepperoni. So anyway, we got this box. We as we do at the Holy Hour, it is an old tape machine that's been running constantly, 24 hours a day.
Wouldn't we have like multiple tapes? That's weird.
All these, I got 5,000 little tapes. Most of them are blank, but it's just recording constantly. And
never.
And then we got a few messages in there.
Never checked them, not once.
So let's go ahead. It looks like we got 7 messages. I don't know if they're different people or what, but here's the first one. Are you guys ready?
Yup.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. Let's see what the hell this is exactly. Let me punch this. Oh, this button is so heavy.
It's all dusty.
It's like
been out your
clunkiest machine.
It's been in the
ever.
Holy Hour bunker, like all dusty and shit. Alright.
Hello, this is Robert from The Cure. I just realised there's a new podcast out, and it's all about us, The Cure. It was a total brilliant idea. But I couldn't help but wonder, and maybe send a suggestion, that if you guys just stay with me, it'd be charming over and over. So like, bars are bars, but didn't really, if you know what I mean. So it just complete brilliant, but or else the movie total disaster. So that's why I can't believe, and I never want to say, but I did because it. So I hope you can take that and use it, maybe, or not. Either way, hope that helps. Talk to you soon.
Oh,
What?
shit.
Wow.
Fucking Robert Smith.
I feel like he hated us.
I don't know what he
Did
said,
he
man.
say?
What was he saying? I don't know, man.
No fucking clue what he was talking about, but hey.
Did he
liked
like
it,
us?
right?
Did he hate us?
He
I
liked
think
it.
so.
That had to have been positive, right?
That wasn't him.
Holy shit, man. We should have looked at this thing earlier. What the fuck? Oh, god damn. This was back. I gotta find the date. This was the first one was September 30th, 2015, man.
You could have.
Yeah, it was like before even the official start.
I'm still
man.
relevant.
After that first episode.
And then they went on that
Shitballs.
tour, and you
The
know.
all that stuff happened. Crap.
I
Well, there's
know.
7 of these things. Maybe we should check out what the next one is.
Let's go,
You guys down?
Absolutely.
We got this one on January 22nd, 2016, the machine says. So we're into the new... Yeah, fuck. All right, here we go.
Hello, this is Robert again. I just want to call back and let you know
Come
I
on,
just
dude.
listened to the Wish episode.
Uh-oh.
And what is Donald smoking? He seems really mental, and I can't tell if he likes
Hell
the
yeah.
album or not. I had the reissues all ready to go and finished. I was ready to put it out, but now he's got me all conflicted. I don't know what to do. Think maybe I should start all over and scrap it. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just put it on the back burner for a bit, because it doesn't seem right if Donald isn't sold on it. I think I'll focus on some new remixes. I think Donald would really like that. So I'm going to put all my energy into some new remixes. A whole new batch of remixes. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, keep up the great work. Talk to you soon.
Oh, shit, he's on board. What the
I'm
fuck,
not
Donald? You
influencing.
stopped the
I'm
Donald.
not
issue.
influencing shit,
God
man.
damn,
That's
dude.
crazy.
You
That's silly as fuck,
You
man.
fuck.
It's your
I'm
fault,
not.
man.
That's not my fault.
Everyone's been waiting for these damn things, and he didn't do it because of you.
I've been waiting so
God
long
damn
for
it.
that reissue, and you fucked it
It's
all
not my
up.
fault. It's not my fault.
I think it's your fault, man. He just pretty
It's
much
not my
said
fault.
It's your fault. He blamed it on you.
It's not my fucking fault.
He said exactly it's your fault.
I'm not taking blame or
And you didn't
credit.
even like his remixes he did, man. He spent like a whole year of his life trying to do
Well,
this
there were fucking whack remixes, dude.
I gotta look at the
Fucking
liner notes now and
lamos.
see if Donald's mentioned it.
Lamos.
Well, fucking hell. Let's see what the hell he said next. Good God. We got Robert Smith like wanting to hang out and talk to us, and you fucking making him feel all bad.
What else did Donald fuck up?
Yeah, let's see what else you fucking ruined for all the good Cure people out there. Let's see. This one was from June 22nd, 2016. So, holy shit, that was like right before the tour, I think. Before we fucking saw him, man. Oh, crap. All right, let's see what he says here.
Hello, it's Robert. I'm on tour now and it's going great. And I just saw him going to Charlotte tomorrow. Charlotte, North Carolina. Horrible place. Horrible place, but I look very forward to seeing you because I know you live there and you and Donald are coming to the show. I sure hope you bring your friend Matt. That would be great. And I had something special planned for the show. I was thinking I'd do 2 things. I'd either play the whole show as singles, or we could do like a spontaneous trilogy
What?
and play the 17 Seconds Faith album and Pornography album. So if I don't hear back from you, I'll assume that you want me to play the singles. I can't wait to see you. I'll have backstage passes waiting at the door. See you in Charlotte.
You had this voicemail the whole
He said
fucking
if he didn't
time.
hear back from us, he would just
What the
do the
fuck?
singles.
This is all Gavin's fault now.
He said that if we didn't hear back, he was going to play the
I'm
singles.
so angry. It's
Good
not my
job,
fault.
Donald. All right, I probably should have checked them, but I thought it would be great for the 100th
Man,
episode.
I wasn't in
What the fuck?
charge of the voicemail machine. Like,
Well,
that's
I
fucking
forgot it existed,
whack,
man.
dude.
It's
Like,
not really You got all these accounts these days, all these like
Not
Google
my
accounts
fault.
and Facebook and stuff. It's hard to keep track of this shit, man. I've been trying to post all these episodes
fault,
and stuff.
brother.
But, shit. Well, let's see where it goes from here. We missed him at the damn show. You guys ready for this one? This was April. Oh shit! This was on his birthday on 2018. He called us on his birthday. If it's him, let's see what you got.
Hello, it's Robert again. I just wanted to call on my birthday. I'm having the greatest birthday. I just was hanging out in the jacuzzi, drinking champagne and listening to your podcast. And I listened to the episode on disintegration. It was brilliant. You nailed it. You exactly understand everything that I was going for with that record. I'm so happy. I just wish it had been a bit longer, though. I wish you could have just stretched it out. It seemed to go by too fast. Anyway, I was also planning on coming to the States for holiday in a couple of weeks. It'd be really nice to hang out. I really hope I can watch some beers with Gavin and watch Star Wars and maybe meet Donald's dogs. And I have a friend over there I'd like you to meet. His name's Chaz. All right, give me a ring back.
Holy shit! You know him?
Oh, yeah,
You known him this whole time?
Yeah, I don't. It's not something I like to talk about.
Oh, jeez.
I've been incognito this whole
So
time.
modest.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah, I don't like to toot my own horn, but he gives me all the permission to make all these shirts and everything.
Now it all makes sense. I thought, like, for sure you would have been shut down by now, but look,
No,
you guys go fucking way back. You all
Yeah,
golfing buddies or something?
he's like kind of like an uncle, family
Oh,
friend
yeah.
kind of thing going on.
Are you one of his nephews?
Well, did you see that picture with him riding in that little Jeep thing?
Yeah, of course.
I'm the one driving.
Is that your Jeep?
Oh, shit.
yeah,
okay. I
yeah.
thought that looked like you.
Yeah. Uncle Bob bought that for me. Yeah.
Ah, son of a bitch,
It's
man.
a Jeep that's
Yeah.
one of those
Goddamn.
Jurassic
He wanted to
Park
watch
Jeeps.
Star Wars, too.
Like,
I'm just glad he liked the disintegration episode. He listened to it on his birthday, man. That's weird. In a
pretty
jacuzzi.
rad.
we really missed out. We missed out on a lot of things. I'm realizing.
Yeah, I think we really should have checked this thing. This isn't good. We really
I
should
feel
stay
like we
on
let
top
our
of these
fans
things.
down. We
But,
missed out on lots of great opportunities. To,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how our 100th is just an apology. You know, like we're
Yeah.
just like, sorry
I
guys, we
knew this
really
would be the
fucked
worst
up this one
episode."
time.
I always knew this would be the worst episode out of all the
But just the worst podcast. I mean, we've been getting calls from this dude
This is
that
pretty
we've
much
been
the
talking about forever.
This is just so defeating, and there's still like 3 more. This one was May 28th, 2018. I can't even imagine what was going on at that time now that I think about. But let's see what he's got going on now.
Hello, it's Robert. I just heard the Chaz episode. I'm so glad that you guys got together and you're hanging out now. What a fella. I was wondering, Chaz, if you hear this, if you could hold me an XL pornography t-shirt. I really like that one. I don't have the money right now, but I promise I'll send you a PayPal payment as soon as possible. I also had a few ideas for some shirts, maybe, that you could try out, if you like them, you know. I thought maybe people would like a yellow blue sunshine the glove t-shirt, since we didn't have much merch for that album. Or maybe just a tank top with all the artwork from the self-titled album. Really low cut under the pits. Yeah. Either way, I can't thank you enough. You are a real true fan. And anyone that makes affordable, good t-shirts when the band isn't is clearly doing the right thing. Well, I'm gonna go watch In Orange on DVD now. Bye-bye.
Oh, son of a bitch.
He does have a couple copies of In Orange on DVD.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was texting.
you knew that
Yeah.
all along?
Yeah.
the other day.
Ah.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I knew it. That's why he doesn't care if it comes out. He has it already.
Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't want to share it, you know? He holds on to things.
I guess it
So,
makes sense.
Yeah. But he is my muse for my t-shirts, though.
Yeah,
So,
apparently,
yeah,
man. He was calling out that yellow one. That should have happened. Damn.
Yeah, he just,
Maybe
you know.
we could have backed it up a bit more if we'd known that he was something going on with that shit.
But between us guys,
Uh-huh.
his tastes have gone a little downhill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that tank top
Getting a
was a
little-
little.
Getting a little,
I like the low cuts
getting a
under
little
the
old,
pits.
Well,
low pits.
you're
with,
getting a little old too, so it's comes with the age, I guess.
Yeah,
But,
with all that kid art on it, that could look a little weird.
yeah, I did
Yeah.
have a piece of art in there, but I don't really want to go into that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. You guys are friends though.
Yeah, shit, man. You should tell. Will you tell him I'm sorry I didn't check any of these messages? Yeah, it's a
I
little
don't like
weird.
talking to him about you guys because
I mean, he brings us up.
He gets a little
Yeah, that
weird.
makes
He brought me
makes
up.
sense. Constantly.
Usually only when
mean-
he's drinking though. And,
It's like-
yeah,
Okay.
he doesn't really remember it the next day.
Here's a real quickie one. It was like a 17-second. Oh, I get it. 17. Get it? He left a 17-second message.
He's clever. Like that.
Dude's fucking clever. Oh, how do you even do that on purpose? That's so hard. So this one was, I don't even have a date on this. It looks like it was around July, maybe? July of 2018. Let's see what this one says. 2019. Let's see.
Hello, this is Rob again. I'm in the sauna,
Whoa.
and I was just thinking we need to hang out. I'm starting to think you're blowing us off. I don't like it. You pricks. Fucking call me back.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh. He was a little mad on that one. He's hanging out in the sauna. And
Can you
just
play
kinda
that one
pissed.
again? I feel like
Was
was
he
is
mad
he
that
doing
I-
cocaine?
Yeah, he
That's
was
some
fucking wasted
fucking-
in that one, you could tell.
Aspen, like
He was pretty whacked out on
he's
that
probably
one. He was
wearing
in the sauna,
Uggs
so probably wasn't.
boots in the sauna.
He was messing with him a bit.
That's weird. That one made me feel weird.
Yeah. Let's see what the. There's only one more after this, though.
I don't know if I can
You
handle
want to
it.
hear what the
man.
last message is?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh yeah, this one was from January of this year. Oh shit! So this one was pretty. I didn't even know it was still working. All those tapes. You thought they
You
would
replace
would
them
have
all
run
the
out
time
by
and you
now.
never
but-
check them. It's so fucking.
Yeah, I
would you-
do that. I remember to replace them all, but I
You
don't
have like shoe
listen
boxes
to them.
full of little tiny cassettes that you never listen to.
I'm more of a collector of. Tiny
I don't like
cassettes.
listening to them. I just like to
I
collect
didn't think
them.
anything was actually on it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Let's hear what he
Gavin.
says. January 21st, 2019. Here we go.
Hello, this is Robert. Again, and probably for the last time. You won't return my calls. All you ever do is talk about me. You'd think we could hang out sometime. I don't get it. But maybe in New York. I just wanted to give you a heads up on my plans for New York ceremony. But the thing is... So I hope that helps you decide what to
was
do.
that?
I don't know. And I am passing your number along to a good friend of mine. I think he would love to talk to you and wish you a happy 100th episode. So you might get a new message. Otherwise, I don't know when we'll talk again. All I want to do is hang out. Oh well. Goodbye.
It sounds so heartbroken at the end of that.
Did we just miss
Shit.
that
Who
window?
would have thought?
You guys did.
I think
It
we
feels
missed
weird.
that one. Hey, but he's leaving a message for somebody else. It's got to be like Simon or somebody, right? Who the fuck else would
I feel
want
like
to
we
talk
really
to us?
missed out
What do you think?
on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Funny you guys said that. I got a message from somebody the other day.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It was. I had.
That's right, because I forwarded you my voicemail box from my tape
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah.
And you have
So
it,
this
right?
message was quite long,
Yeah.
around like 40 minutes.
Uh-oh.
But so
Whoa.
I had to edit it down. So I edited it down to about 3 minutes.
Shit.
Yeah, dude.
So
Simon, you think?
Well,
It
I
must
think-
have been.
I
Like,
think
who
you guys are
else
gonna be
would-
surprised. So
Who is it?
Oh, man, I can't wait. Well,
let me get this ready
know.
for you.
We never get guests.
Okay, shit.
We never get guests.
You guys ready?
Who's that?
Hello, this is Todd Rundgren, and I'm trying to reach the people that do the Holiest Hour podcast. My son told me about you guys and how you guys were talking shit on me. I'm not calling to start any arguments or fights, even though Rex, my son, is heavily offended by some of the things you've said. But I'm Todd Rundgren. I was in
So chill, but he's so
Utopia.
mad.
I don't need your shit. I produced the New York Dolls and the Psychedelic Furs. And you guys like The Cure. Rex, I'm getting to that. Rex.
Whoa.
Rex.
Uh-oh.
Calm the fuck down, Rex. Sorry. Rex wants me to tell you to fuck off. But I will not do that. Yet, Rex. Stop, Rex.
Does he know it's
I'm gonna take
recording?
the high road here and say, congratulations to The Cure for making the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm sure it's a great honor. I don't need that type of validity in my life because I have my son Rex, who gives me all the validity I need on social media and through his love. I would appreciate it if you stopped talking about me on this podcast. And if you continue to do so, I will sick Rex on you. And he will fuck your world up on Instagram.
Oh, shit.
I don't need the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame needs me. So congratulations to Robert Smith and the rest of the band, but they can politely suck my nuts. And if you don't mind,
Man.
Rex and me are going to go cuddle by the fire and watch The Notebook together and smoke a fat blunt and listen to one of my Utopia albums and probably the only good Badfinger album there is, the one that I produced called Straight Up. All the other are pure garbage because I am Todd Rundgren. And you motherfuckers are the toilet paper of life that I wipe my ass with. That being said,
God, he hates us.
have a great day. And come sure to check me out on the road. I will be playing in Iceland, where I'll be doing a full cover of the only good Hall & Oates album, War Babies. I produced it.
Whoa.
I put it all together. It was my genius. But I'll be playing that with my son, who will be backing me up on guitar, Rex.
Oh.
So thank you, and have a good evening, fuck faces.
Ah. Oh my God, he hates us. He's so mad. He's so angry, but not angry.
He's very passive aggressive. Well, he
Yeah.
obviously, well, at least Rex, I think, listens.
Who the fuck is
Yeah.
Rex?
So Rex is a dog?
No, it's his son, Rex Rundgren.
Rex.
Yeah.
How do you give birth to a dog?
RR just rolls off the tongue.
That's a good name.
Oh, Rex Rundgren.
Rex Rundgren.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Well, I guess that
What
makes
was
sense.
your name again?
Rex Rundgren.
Oh, what?
But I mean, I think it's fair to say that TR is a little hung up about not getting into the hall. I mean, he won the fan vote. He even beat out the Cure, but so that's got to sting a little
It's a
bit.
deep burn.
I wonder what kind of relationship these two fan bases had going into this batch. Were they like old school Cure fans, like hate the TR? You think, or
No
know,
one
he
says
did-
the
he- like-
TR. No one fucking.
Everyone
He's so
calls
relevant.
him TR.
That's why he's
his
in the Hall.
nickname,
Like
right?
that. Oh wait, he didn't make it into the Hall of Fame because no one refers to him as TR.
Ah.
No,
They don't?
and that's why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he did that Psychedelic
Uh-huh.
Furs album, which, you know.
True, that is a
it's
good record. And the T-Rex one.
So,
You think his son's named after T-Rex?
wow.
That makes
It
total
just blew
sense.
my mind.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
And
Fuck.
he's Todd. So T,
Yeah.
whoa.
Oh my God. They're the same person.
They could be.
No, wait. I went down the wrong avenue with that. Did you ever get that one Todd Rundgren album, Donald?
No.
Nah, that one with all the hits on it.
Like,
The one with I don't think I could name one Todd Rundgren song. What about you guys?
trying.
What about that?
I'm really
nothing.
trying.
I don't know nothing. I think I thought he sang a bong get it on or something, bang a bong get it on, but that wasn't even him. He had the other one, bang a I just want to play on a drum all day, I think was his big
You
hit.
keep saying that, and I don't think
That's not a-
think it was.
Huh. Well, I guess that explains why he's not in. So maybe that has something to do with it. You have to at least be able to name one song when somebody just says Todd Rundgren, go. You know,
be more than like,
And
oh,
everyone's
that
like,
guy.
"Oh."
Yeah.
Yeah, producer. He should have just been put in as a producer.
I-
Maybe that's where he's missing
I think
out.
he's going as a bulk material rather than good material.
Like a Sam's Club.
Yes, he's the Sam's Club of rock and roll. Counting blue cars. Did he do that one?
No,
Yeah, that
no.
was it.
You shut your fucking mouth. You know who that was.
And they counted to 100, which brings us to the finale of this epic episode. But before we go, I do want to throw out one last conspiracy theory math equation that means absolutely nothing but might blow at least Donald's mind. Do you have one more bong hit left in you, Donald?
This one's for
You
Dishwalla,
gotta
dude.
work that transformer.
Oh,
All right, a little Optimus Prime transformer bong hit. T minus 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'll start talking as you count down. But all right, I was trying to come up with the greatest 100 number. What could it possibly mean in relation to the Cure? Robert Smith, this year in 2019, will turn 60 years old, as crazy as that is. And starting technically last year, but through this year too, we're celebrating the 40th year of the band. When you add Robert Smith's age together with how many years the band has been together and performing,
all right, I'm back.
we get
100.
we're sorry, Robert. We didn't get your messages earlier. We would love to hang out with you earlier another time, I guess. And feel free. Maybe we should start the hotline back up. We'll check it out. 100 more episodes from now. We're sorry that 70 of the 100 episodes are not currently available, but I promise that we made them. They're out there, and we're gradually re-uploading them to YouTube. So check them out there as they get uploaded before they get flagged and banned from YouTube too. I don't know. Where do we take it from here, guys? 100 episodes. Do we got 100 more?
I could go 100 more.
You think we got 100
We go
more?
100.
Yeah, I think so. Lots of great stuff on the
Yeah.
horizon. Just 2 weeks or maybe 1 week after this monstrosity, we're having part 2 to the self-titled albums coming up. We haven't even let that go, so we got some more thoughts on the self-titled album coming up. We got a conversation with Bella and Kelly that was done before Christmas, and they just sat down in a bar and talked about Pearl. Can you believe it? Pearl now. They talk about it all, so that's coming up. And we got, what else we got? We got some Cure books we might do. We got some Cure artifact one we're still piecing together. We got revisionists, we got member episodes, and we're looking for origin stories. If you just want to send us a quick version, I've got a few half origin stories, so send me those and we'll piece them together in a full episode. What do you think?
And origin stories are my favorite. To
Yeah, I
all
like them too.
listeners, like, they're my favorite. I love hearing everyone's stories.
We got the Hall of Fame coming up.
Yep, we'll be there.
Which might be a multi episode, depending on what happens. Possible tour.
Yeah.
Which could turn into multi episodes. So we could crank out another 100 pretty easily, and then we'll get the new album, and we'll do one episode per song.
Yes. Now we're talking.
And then it's done.
Yeah,
And then we're there.
300 episodes by the end of the year. Attention, the mall will be closing in 10 minutes. Please bring final purchases to the cashier. There's literally nobody here. Even the
We're
waitress
like the last
left.
out.
I think all the
wow.
bong hits chased everybody out, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think he
We're actually under arrest.
kind of
right
alienated
now.
everybody.
Like we're all going to jail.
We don't have to clean this place up, do we? I don't know how to fix all this scaffolding. How do we- Oh boy! All right, we got to get out of
I'm
here.
leaving
We'll
a,
catch you next time.
$100 tip.
Ooh, big spender.
Ooh,
Yeah. Fucking holy hour
Nice.
all day.
We make the money.
damn! There we go. Cash on the barrelhead. All right, Car. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Chaz, Donald, you're magical
Yep.
golden god.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
me.
Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate it.
And thanks to everyone out there that listens. And we'll catch you next time on the Holy Hour. Talk hard.
Talk hard, everyone.
Keep the air alive.
Hello.